Okay, today we are going to find out what is the mean and variance of a normal distribution. Normal mu sigma square. What is mean and what is the variance? First we are finding mean. Okay, so first we are writing x follows normal mu sigma square. Which distribution x is following, that first we have written. Then we have written its PDF of a normal distribution. This is a PDF of a normal distribution. These two steps always we have to write. Okay, so x follows normal, then we have written PDF. Now we consider mean of x, that means expectation of x. Expectation means we have to take integration. Integration, the range minus infinity to infinity. Why minus infinity to infinity? What is the range of x? That we have to write here. So that's why minus infinity to infinity. This x, fx, dx. Like this we find out the expectation of x or mean of x. Then in the next step we substitute fx, PDF. So here we have substituted this PDF. X we have written as it is and the PDF we have written here. In this integration, this is a constant. 1 upon sigma root 2 pi is a constant. So that's why we have written outside of the integration sign and the remaining things we have written in integration. Integration minus infinity to infinity, this x and this term and dx. Okay. Now we have to solve this integration. Solving by direct method, it will become very difficult. Okay, so we are using some transformation method. Transformation means our original variable we are going to transform into a new variable. So what we are doing? Suppose we take this x minus mu upon sigma, that is equal to some other variable, that is y. Y equal to x minus mu upon sigma. So what we get x? X we get as a mu plus sigma y. This sigma y and this plus mu plus sigma y. If we take a derivative on both sides, what we get? Dx, derivative of mu will be 0 and here sigma dy. So dx is equal to sigma dy by taking a derivative on both sides. Now these are the limits for x, but now we are converting x into y. So we should know the limits of y also. How to find out the limits of y? Using the limits of x. So as x tends to minus infinity, that means lower limit we have taken. What will be y value? If x is minus infinity, y also will be minus infinity. So y also tends to minus infinity. And as x tends to infinity, the upper limit of x we have taken. As x tends to infinity, what will be y? Y also will be tends to infinity. So what are the limits for y? What is the range for y? That is minus infinity to infinity. Minus infinity to infinity. And now after conversion, what we get the integration? This thing will be as it is. Here we have written the limit. These are the limits of x. But now here we have to write the limits of y. Y equal to minus infinity to infinity. X, that is mu plus sigma y, that we have written here. E raised to minus 1 half. This we have taken as a y. So e raised to minus 1 half y square. And dx is equal to sigma dy. Okay, so like this, the integration gets converted into the y with respect to y. Now because of this plus sign, this integration will be addition of the two integrations. So what will be that? This mu, this sigma and sigma will be gets cancelled. No? Sigma will be gets cancelled. So mu upon root 2 pi and into e raised to minus y by square by 2 dy. This first term. Okay. Mu upon root 2 pi into e raised to minus y square by 2 dy. Plus sigma upon root 2 pi. Sigma upon root 2 pi integration y into this term into this. Here we are written e raised to minus y square by 2 y dy. Okay. Now we have taken this mu outside. We have written this as it is. Here the term we have written as it is. Now we are checking whether these functions are even function or odd function. This is a function of y. This is an even function. How we have decided this is an even function? Because see the power of y, that is 2. When we square any term, that will be positive. Okay. So, this is an even function. Okay. But see this function, y into e raised to minus y square, but this is total a function of y. Here this function is even, but this is not even. Okay, because y raised to 1. Suppose we take gy as y. So what will be g of minus y? That will be minus y. So g of y and g of minus y are not same. So that's why this is not an even function, this is an odd function. Okay, and we have seen in that result, if it is an odd function, then its total integration is 0. So this integration will be 0. But this is an even function, so this integration will be 2 times 0 to infinity. So here we have written that 2 and 0 to infinity, that function as it is, and this will be 0. Here I have written the term of y. Actually there is no term, but that we can write as a y raised to 0. And y raised to 0 we can write as y raised to 1 minus 1. Okay. Now this integration we can solve using the help of the gamma integration. We know this gamma integration. Integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus ax square x raised to b minus 1. The value of this integration is gamma b by 2 upon 2a raised to b by 2. So compare this with this. We get, now this we have written as it is, the outer side we have written as it is, gamma b by 2. Here in place of b we have 1. So we get gamma half. 2 times a. A means what is the coefficient of x square. Here the coefficient of y square is half. So our a value is half. Half raised to b by 2. B by 2 is half. Okay, like this we get the integration value. Now this 2 and 2 will be cancelled. And root pi is same as gamma half. We have written in that results. Root pi is same as gamma half. So root pi also will be gets cancelled. This is root 2 and here also we get 1 upon root 2. So that root 2 and root 2 also cancelled. So what remain? Only mu is remain here. Okay. So like this we get the expectation of x as mu, the first parameter of a x normal distribution. So mean of a normal distribution is mu. Okay, remember this. Next, in the next lecture we will find out what is the variance. This is regarding the mu. Here we have written all that results which we have written. Okay, we have taken the help of that results. So you see that results again and again, then you will be get a better idea how we have find out the mean of a normal distribution. Okay, now variance we will see in the next lecture. Till then we stop here.